is a must. Giving love to the girl them is a must. Promoting peace and love is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Burning down Babylon is a must. Lighting up my herb is a must. I toss soup on me plate is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Yeah. Watch out now, me Rasta. Now me napenda reggae music, and I won't waver from this road that I'm on. Preaching the gospel of love is my only occupation. And you can go to hell if you think that I'll stop. Playing reggae music is a must. Giving love to the girl them is a must. Promoting peace and love is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Burning down Babylon is a must. Lighting up my herb is a must. I toss soup on me plate is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Yeah. String up the sound and play reggae music loud. Oh, 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 this is my message, I end up sitting down. Hear the calling, and don't you ignore. You know this is time to let the good times flow. Playing reggae music is a must. Giving love to the girl them is a must. Promoting peace and love is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Burning down Babylon is a must. Lighting up my herb is a must. I toss soup on me plate is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Yeah. Watch out now, me Rasta. Now me napenda reggae music, and I won't waver from this road that I'm on. Preaching the gospel of love is my only occupation. And you can go to hell if you think that I'll stop. Playing reggae music is a must. Giving love to the girl them is a must. Promoting peace and love is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Burning down Babylon is a must. Lighting up my herb is a must. I toss soup on me plate is a must. It's a must, it's a must, it's a must. Yeah.
Ona vile inatupeleka pesa, kikosa leo unakesha na kuna kesho. Tulia kidogo, ganga ya leo, na ukinge moyo wako, moyo wako. We've made it this far, we're gonna be okay. With wonderful scars that help us find our way. And when it gets dark and you cannot feel my faith, pick up the guitar and sing our song again.
Wanyoike Timgima chunyi dwaro Kungenga muneyo Kima kinyo pango Ni cage we ran away from misery. We had to pay for it dearly. Tutachelewa lakini ndoto zetu hatutachorea. We've made it this far, we're gonna be okay. With wonderful scars that help us find our way. And when it gets dark and you cannot feel my face, pick up your guitar
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
It's been a long time, ni kama you're moving on fine. Nataka well, kuje home sometime. We sip some wine, and if it's fine, after I'll make you sing a love song. I promise you will sing it with me all night long. I know you know, I feel away. I wanna say, baby, nah. Ukitaka feature haya, shika simu niko. I've been waiting, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Ni kama nilizama, nikashikwa tu na tamaa. Ay baby, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Story nimesikia, tulikuwa fun times na Lydia. I know your lies, so I don't mind a compromise. Ni wewe niko after, rasta master, OG gangster. Nivutie faster, nirudie tafadhali. Each day is the same, I call your name, so ukitaka feature haya shika. I've been waiting, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Ni kama nilizama, nikashikwa tu na tamaa. Ay baby, ni kweli. I think about you on the daily. Think about you on the daily. I think about you on the daily.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
A very good morning, wherever you are. You are officially welcome to the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike. I'm your host, and this is Power Radio, where we tune in and power up on this very beautiful Monday morning. I want to officially welcome you to Kenya's biggest conversation, if I do say so myself. And I will be getting into the day's traffic updates. We need to get you to work, and we need to get you to work immediately. But before that, I would love to welcome you and give you the social media platforms, how you can get in touch with us. Remember, you can do so on our social media handles. We are at Power Radio across all our socials. We are at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, as well as X. You can also get us on our YouTube channel. We are at Power Radio. Kindly go out there and subscribe to get and hit on that notification bell so that whenever we go live, you are notified. We are also on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. Right, now let me get you to work quickly, because it is needed, and capitalism demands us to go to work. We'll start off with the high and mighty Thika Road, kama kawaida, kutoka Survey, bumper to bumper, all the way into Ngara. Things looking so busy this morning. I can also see that Murang'a Road, the same. It's quite hefty today, so kidogo tu msongamano, then you will be fine. Jogoo Road pia kumeshikana, nothing is moving on that end as well. I can also see that Wanyoike Way from ABC Place down towards Westlands, things are looking bumper to bumper for sure. We also have Oledume Road. Things are looking quite there's a little bit of a snarl up there, but it clears out soon after. Then we have where is this this? Ngong Road. Naona kumeshikana kidogo tu pale as you go towards Prestige Plaza. Kumeshikana kidogo pia as you go towards where is this? The Green Mall, and then it clears out soon after that into Kenyatta. Cabanas, oh my God, from Cabanas hapo hivyo Mombasa Road, things are looking crazy. Then we also have a little bit of a snarl up pale Capital Center, and then down to Bellevue. Vitu has moved. Langata Road looking quite good this morning. There's only just a little bit of a kamsongamano pale hivyo Wilson. But it clears out immediately as you go towards Nairobi West Junction as well. Raila Odinga Road, you guys are looking good. There's nothing much to complain about. So in case of any accidents or incidents, do let us know. The hashtag to use is #PowerMorningDrive, and we will get you to work safe and sound. But now let me get some music. We come back and we get into the day's news, local and international news. Keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That's a retailer, Hibaridi ni mbaya, hibaridi nimetetemeka ya kutosha, kujoni kumbatie. Nimejaribu kahawa, nikajaribu gauge. Najua ukikuja utafanya idisappear. Shida zangu si za dokta, shida zangu si za vodka. Sema leo utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Shida zangu si za dokta, shida zangu si za vodka. Sema leo utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo. Tujipambe, pambe. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo. Tujipambe, Lord, Lord. Natamani lako joto, natamani maso. Nimetetemeka ya kutosha, njoo nikumbatie. Nimejaribu blanketi, moto kwenye fireplace. Najua ukikuja utafanya disappear. Shida zangu si za doctor, I'm a whiskey. Je, nambie utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Shida zangu si za doctor, shida zangu si za vodka. Je, nambie utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo. Tujibambe, tujibambe, tujibambe. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo. Tujibambe, oh Lord, oh Lord. Baby niambie, oh baby niambie. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Hello, Nyiri betinde why you don't this is soft life. Where the gijo machinjia online. Vijana wa Nairobi msinilete ufala. Ndio manami huishingi hatungepatana. Ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. Only fans. Penye mefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda to my fare in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah. Only fans. Penye mefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda to my fare in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. You call me baby. Aki bien, you are so bomb. Wakituma fare twakuja kwako. Oh yo, steady grinding all night long. Na sikuji kasi form ya door. Itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya. Na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeretire. Me say only fans. Pali mefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Pali mefika nafanyia only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah, only fans. Pali mefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Pali mefika mutambua only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
But the dinner, no, you had my life. Sungeni ambi amapema, yeah. And no lie, sikudhani tungeachana. 'Cause in a way, you were everything I lacked. Sasa nawaza kila siku, mbona hukuwa mwaminifu? I scratch your back and try to be true, but it just feels like a game to you. Wafanya penzi liwe mchezo, vile wanicheza, misi uwanja wa mchezo. Mbona wanicheza, wafanya penzi liwe mchezo. Oh, vile wanicheza, misi uwanja wa mchezo. Mbona wanicheza.
Hujawahi ona mwingine na macho, akina nani wanakujaza mawazo, tukisonga wanaturudisha mwanzo. Baby, siwezi kucheza, 'cause I'm all in, falling for you. Even when they calling, nakata 'cause I'm loyal. Why you walking out the door knowing I adore you? Baby, siwezi kucheza. Haya mapenzi siwezi kucheza. Usiuacha wa mchezo, siwezi kucheza. Haya mapenzi si mchezo, siwezi kucheza. Usiuacha wa mchezo, siwezi kucheza.
Wafanya penzi liwe mchezo,
siwezi kucheza.
misi uwanja wa mchezo.
Siwezi kucheza. kucheza.
Misi uwanja wa mchezo.
Siwezi kucheza.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mighty fingers.
Jazz.
I make mountains out of molehills, and it can be quite the scene. Think about how far I've come and my life looking greater than it's ever been. If I could eat my pie in the sky, it would be just my thing. Sipping on my champagne and my life looking greater than it's ever been. My life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. I don't know about my haters, but they should know about me. Keep me humble, oh God. My life looking greater than it's ever been. I overflow flavor. My pockets are full of greed. Even on my worst day, my life looking greater than it's ever been. My life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. You're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me back. Jealous, don't hold me, no, no, no. If you're jealous, don't hold me back. I'm saying, please don't jealous me. Please don't jealous me. I'm singing, please don't jealous me. Please don't jealous me. I'm singing, please stop jealous me. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Dun da da dun da da dun. Dun da da dun da. Dun da da dun da da dun. Ni kama naelewa lakini sielewi. Dunia nzima uliona mimi ndio mshenzi. Na hii tabia sijaiona na watu wengi. Na haya huna ukisema ni mapenzi. Na vile umejamsa tufanye. Na mimi nimejamsa tufanye. Na vile umejamsa tufanye. Na mimi nimejamsa tufanye.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That is Miss Polaris with Stufanye, and it's playing right here on the Power Radio. My name is Wanyoike, and this is the Power Morning Drive Show. Yes, and as promised, we get into the day's local and international news, and I will start off with the story here on the Daily Nation, on page 2 of the Daily Nation. MP's question: 337 million splashed on national dress on Kiswahili Day amid other stories. And actually, that is going to be the story that has led us to our day's discussion. We shall be looking at corruption and issues around integrity. I saw that last Saturday we were on ground at Uhuru Park, and the Transparency International had put together that walkathon to assess the state of integrity and corruption. So we shall be looking at corruption in depth. But to go on with this story, MPs have taken the government to task over the questionable expenditure of 337 million Kenya shillings under the State Department of Culture, the Arts and Heritage, saying that it may have been designed to loot from the public. Culture, Arts and Heritage Principal Secretary Omi Bashir had a rough time convincing members of Sports and Culture Committee for the National Assembly, for instance, how it was necessary to spend 200 million Kenya shillings to set up Kenya House, an exhibition in Paris, France, to market Kenya during the recently concluded Paris 2024 Olympic Games. There was also 70 million that was allocated to the development of the Kenyan dress. 55 million was spent on the Kiswahili Day celebrations, and a whopping 12 million spent on the inaugural minorities' rights celebrations. The questionable expenditures were sourced from the Tourism Promotion Fund. I do not even know where to begin with this story. What in the world? What do you mean we need 55 million shillings spent on the Kiswahili Day celebrations? The development of Kenyan, 70 million been allocated to develop the Kenyan dress. Kwani wanatumia fundi mgani huyo? So again, there's so many things to say about that, but I choose to come back and talk about it on our second half hour of the show. But 337 million shillings on things that don't make sense, yet we still have hospitals that are under-facilitated, yet we still have doctors who are on strike. The other day, we just saw Dr. Desiree Morar, who gave, she committed suicide because of the negligence, I would say, of the hospital that she was working at for 36 hours, going on a 36-hour long shift. Because why? Maybe we are not staffing the hospitals enough, yet we have 337 million shillings to waste on some things that I don't think it can cost to that much. A dress worth 70 million Kenya shillings? No, this country has a lot of money. We do have a lot of money. We just need to figure out how to put good use into that money. What do you mean we are spending 337 million Kenya shillings? And then, of course, there's also another issue there, that the money was sourced from the Tourism Promotion Fund, which that should be allocated to other things, building the ecosystem, the tourism ecosystem in this country, I remember when Magical Kenya just came out, the way a lot of people said that, no, you cannot give Naomi Campbell this because she's not even Kenyan. What happened to our own people? Why are you spending a lot of money where it's not supposed to be going? And I'm like, these are the same things, it's an integrity issues, yeah? 337 million shillings on culture. And I'm not saying that it is wrong to spend money and to go and market Kenya, but that is very extravagant. That's a very extravagant way of doing things. So anyway, we'll talk about it more as we come back. But moving on now, there's a story about a suspect in custody following woman's murder in Embu. On September 24th, a middle-aged woman disappeared from her home in Mugari village, Embu County. The following day, she was found murdered and her eye gouged out, leaving relatives, friends, and villagers in shock. The body was spotted floating in Mugari River. According to the residents, the body also had multiple injuries on the head and other parts of the body. Relatives identified the deceased as Jane Mwende Kilonzi, who was 44 years old, a mother of 7. Not far away from the river, there was a trail of blood. Blood-stained weapons, including a panga believed to have been used by the killer, were also found. One of the residents who sought anonymity said he described the woman as a hard-working and friendly person who did not deserve to die so painfully. It is suspected that he could have... the residents linked the murder to her farm hand. We would like to know why our neighbor, who had no grudge with anyone in this village, was hacked to death. That's a neighbor saying about that as well. So it's quite sad, honestly, to keep seeing headlines of people being killed left, right, and center. And I'm not so sure that we get the justice that we need to hear the justice being gotten. Just the other day, I think it's a wave of femicide as well. Like we're back to femicide cases, right? And I'm just, it's, if we have a gender ministry in this country, I would love to know what exactly what policies and what stringent policies do we put in mind, the measures that we have put in place to ensure that such things don't keep happening, and if they happen, how are we ensuring that we have, adequate justice systems to recompense for those that are found on the receiving end of this kind of injustices. It's quite barbaric and we need to have an end to this. Let's take a break. We come back and we continue with the day's news headlines. This is Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Text me by night. All this is mad. It's like I'm reading your mind, but you got me twisted. Thinking about you, I'm wasted. I want all of you when it's selfish. It's like I'm running impatient. Baby, open the door. I'm running crazy. Oh, you're racing in my thoughts. It's getting shady. Fire on fire, but you give me power. And when you're next to me, all I wanna do is sing. Oh,
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
They say it in my pockets are only coins and broken dreams, but it's alright. It doesn't matter what they say, wataongea anyway, any day. You and I both know the shit I can't afford, but I can't afford to lose you. Cause it's so hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hakuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. And it's so hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hakuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. And it's alright. Baby, you are my woman, the words to my Luga, sweet Matuna. You are my woman, the words to my Luga, sweet Matuna. Nikikupikia kadishika poa, na feel ni kama tuko kwa ndoa, na hiyo ndiyo ficha nataka. Baby, keti hapa, wacha mi leo nipige dasta. You deserve a break, you deserve to feel my love in every single way. 'Cause it's hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hatuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. It's so hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hatuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. And it's alright. Oh, 'cause you are my woman, the words to my Luga, sweet Matunda. You are my woman, the words to my Luga, sweet Matunda. You are my Luga. Oh, tell me, baby, talk to me, baby, 'cause now I know your love, not mine. Matunda.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Naona mwangaza at the end of the road. Though the walk is tougher, sijafa moyo. Natamani sana future, and so I'm on the go. I'm never gonna give up, I got to keep hope alive. Eyes on the prize, lazima nifike. And with God by my side, lazima nishinde. Yeah. Uo, uo, lazima nifike, yeah. Uo, uo, lazima nishinde. I'm a soldier, tunasonga, songa. Oh, juu, uo, guide us, Papa. I'm a soldier, tunasonga, oh, juu, uo, guide us, Papa. A lot of obstacles along the way. I pray to the Father, take them away, and bring on a big smile upon my face. 'Cause I've got a feeling I'll make it someday. Eyes on the prize, lazima nifike. And with God by my side, lazima nishinde. Yeah. Uo, uo, lazima nifike, yeah. Uo, uo, lazima nishinde. I'm a soldier, tunasonga, songa, 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 songa. Oh, you, oh, guide us, Papa. Sometimes the journey is cut short along the way, and it's not easy to start all over again. I know the journey is not easy. Sometimes the road gets bumpy. Either way we shall make it. All we've got to do is I'm a soldier. Tuna, tuna, songa, 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 songa. Oh, you, oh, guide us, Papa. I'm a soldier. Tuna, tuna, songa, 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 songa. Oh, you, oh, guide us, Papa. I'm a soldier. Tuna, tuna, songa, 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 songa. Oh, you, oh, guide us, Papa. I'm a soldier. Tuna, tuna, songa, 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 songa. Oh, you, oh, guide us, Papa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the Vida Spines. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, last man is in there.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Such a long time since I ever. It don't matter how long it gon' take though. You got me feeling some type of way. Baby, come closer, rewind and play. I'm gonna fight bitches for you. My God, I'm addicted to you. Feel the pressure, I tell you, come through. Baby, come through. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you. Baby, come through. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Missing you on a daily, sometimes it got me crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't know what got me crazy. Pressure, I tell you, come through, baby, come through. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come through. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Now again when you go down. I tell you, come through, baby, come through. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come through. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Shut the
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back to the Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Anne Wanyoike, and we are just my final story in the international news roundup. There is a story here about, last week there was was it last week or the other week? I cannot remember which week per se, but the South Africa, in South Africa, there was snow in KwaZulu-Natal. So the government of South Africa has decided that they want to put in they want to put in measures to ensure that there is not going to be a lot of rather the anticipation of. So this is what the story says. The KwaZulu-Natal government says it is continuing to test its equipment in anticipation of inclement weather that is expected to affect the province. This follows a yellow level 2 warning issued by the South African Weather Service for heavy rainfall and severe thunderstorms in the province. KwaZulu-Natal Transport MEC Siboniso Duma earlier briefed the media to share the province's precautionary plans that have been put in place. As you may know or you may not know, snow is very, I would say it would be cool. It affects infrastructure very much, and I was hearing somebody joking that snow. That's why God could not give African countries snow, because our roads here, first of all, we already have potholes. Now you want to start shoveling out snow. That would never even happen. And then if it were to happen in Kenya, I don't even know where we would begin, because we are not built for this kind of problems, Yeah, so that leads us to the end of our international and local news roundup. Let's take a quick break, and now we come back and get into our day's conversation. Today we are looking at corruption. We will be looking at what are some of the strides that we have made. But even before the strides that we've made as a country, what is the state of corruption and integrity in this country? And then we go from there. What should we do? Keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Shoot my shot. Yeah, I believe I was made for more. If I don't tell you, then I'll never know. I would rather tell you now.
I was looking for attention when she came in my direction. I wasn't looking for a good time, no. I was tired of the drama till she opened her mouth. She spoke to my soul. She broke all the walls I built inside. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema.
Ended up talking about our observations, judging drunken people, vile tunapanga interventions. Machache nilisema, But I love the conversation. Ilikuwa polite na bila hata pressure. Aura yake ni kama ya malaika. Nadhani sijatosheka. Roho, moyo, mwili zote we imeenda.
Amenifanya nipende tena. Vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. Vipi siwezi sema. Hey girl, don't run away with my heart. Don't make me go again from the start. Hey girl, I think I'm ready. When a man loves, anapenda kweli.
Maisha ni panda shuka. Nimetembea mimi nimezunguka. Na hii mto siwezi vuka bila we. Nasinzia nikiwaza kila day.
Kwanza bila pesa na kuanga na pressure juu siwezi kutesa, lakini madam asoli napigana, vita nimepigana, miezi zinashikana. Hey.
Amenifanya nipende tena. Vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. Vipi siwezi sema.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Touching me. If you're coming closer, you can show me what you mean. Baby, we can go anywhere you want tonight. Show me what you know, I promise I could get by. Lately I've been twerking, making love and being on my mind. Tell me where and when, and baby, I can make time. Whatever fuels you give, what's yours is mine.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Negwadate, kaira tukamoranga negwadate. Negwadate, kaira tukamoranga negwadate. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Orea, oh horaga kisinenya date. Orea, oh horaga kisinenya date. Korugare keho, jiguaga dakwana nenya date. Tension, jiguaga dakwana nenya date. Baby, oh no, when I time, oh no, oh no, when I time, oh no, Toro epo, oh ina go get up and in your date. Toro epo, oh ina go get up and in your date. Baby, story. Oh, hey, I got what on in your date. Mosene. Oh, hey, I got what on in your date. Baby. Oh, no. When I'm down, oh, no. Oh, no.
Nyakuma boy, already know you're my bella bambina. Okabiluor, abiro neno baba gi mama koda dana. Gigi chako chono kadwani adi kajuoga. Amedo lemoni gini bedie dwaro Jehova. Konya siro wach gi amina. Dine ya odenda dineno ni ineremba. Jogo magalo naran kiaga kaka ilomba. Logo hadere itege okenyeta.
Kaira tukamoranga negwadate. Negwadate. Kaira tukamoranga negwadate. Baby. Oh no. When I'm down, oh no. Oh no. When I'm down, oh no. Logo hadere okenyeta.
Mapenzi ni bahari lisilo na mwisho. Mapenzi ni moto kwa roho na haichomi. Nimempenda msichana ewa kisonko. Mi humona kwenye ndoto usiku nikiwa ghetto. Uishi runda kwetu ni dandora. Kuna rusho makombora na kumeja wakora. Lakini je anakupenda? Najua we unampenda. Basi nenda pole pole, siku moja utampa. matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Enda pole pole, bado unasaka, bado unasaka. Penzi wangu never leave me. Penzi wangu ende pole pole. Take it slow as you go step by step. Take it slow as we go step by step. Penzi wangu never leave me. Penzi wangu ende pole pole. Take it slow as you go step by step. Take it slow as you go step by step.
She says she's okay. I don't believe her. There's just something about the way she turned her back on me. I know in my mind I'll never leave her. There's just something about the way we love each other right. And even though we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even though we need a little break, I know that you'll come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you. 'Cause that's when you'll start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it. That's when you start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it.
Na 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 na. Usiponipenda nitapendwa na nani? Nitakuwa mgeni wa nani? Ukiwa mbali nami nabaki tabani. Ona nahisi kisirani, hawa haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana? Hatuwezi semezana, my love haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana? Hatuwezi semezana.
And even though we fight all night and day,
I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even though we need a break, I know that you come back to me. And you know that I'll come back to you. That's when you start to feel my love.
Sometimes in love there can be pain, and even if we need a little break, I know that you come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you, and that's when you start to feel my love.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
I wish that someone told me caution is a virtue, people can hurt you badly. I wish that someone told me patience is a virtue, good things all happen slowly. Wish that someone told me protect your heart, you're smart if you keep it healthy. Heart disease will eat at your trust and keep you from loving with ease. Hey, 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 we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. I wish that someone told me don't waste your time talking so negatively. Wish that someone told me save a little hope, it's over before you know it. Wish that someone told me real love is real, I found her all of a sudden. She's beautiful. A lover, not a fighter, I'll never let her go. Yeah. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Yeah. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away, way. This kind of loving is for lovers only.
It's for lovers only. It's for lovers only.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Freshy. We all need somebody that call me, I will come running. Vako zako za sama bane dada zimeni bamba zaidi ya wale. Baby, I love the way you're going down. Ukicheza katitu tustikilunda, utapenda nikikuchezea kinanda. Mama, nitakulinda kama Wakanda forever. Marcelina, sweet Marcelina, isio nimina na inachizisha. Tunabaki shingo kupinda, kwanza hiyo rinda ikifiririnda. Freshi, na ukicheza nitacheza. Freshi, na ukisonga nitasonga. Freshi, karibia tusakate densi, wacha ikuwe kesi. Na 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 na. Muhana niko na wewe, sitowaishu kwa moyo wangu na wewe. Umenipa pendo tangu jadi hadi wa leo, tumevuka trabo nyingi tukiwa mavileo. Sasa wamefuata penzi letu kwa mitandao, tumekuwa mfano wanatangaza kwa redio. Penzi letu limepita yote majaribio, mambo yetu hayahusu ndewe wala sikio. Hata tukikula chapo ndondo, bado mambo moto moto, maneno tam tam na matendo bondo. Freshi na ukicheza nitacheza, freshi na ukisonga nitasonga, freshi karibia tusakate densi, wacha ikuwe kesi. Na 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 na. Yo, freshi when you make a tililiwa menza, a superwoman and a wonder woman. Naspia ulipeleka wapi ma woman? Nataka to hunt, to hamerunta. Nataka wewe uko kambasam, bia mbili troublesome, toto painting kusota haramu. Anafanya Alejandro anataka bambam, lakini uko na tabia weird. Fan wa Selena na Maria, uongo mkwaju plus bajia, mitaa Sunday service lejo Maria. Freshi na ukicheza nitacheza, freshi na ukisonga nitasonga, freshi karibia tusakate densi, wacha ikuwe kesi. Na 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 na.
I know you didn't see this one coming. Alejandro had the band. Unajua ni moto, ni freshi. Karibia tusakate densi.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, that is Benzema, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike, and we will now get into our this conversation today, which was inspired by the story that came out here on the Daily Nation that whopping 337 million Kenya shillings was poured into the Paris Olympics that just concluded. We also had some of that money allocated to developing the national dress, 70 million Kenyan shillings to be specific, and 55 million Kenyan shillings were used during the Kiswahili Day. And that got me thinking about corruption issues in this country. And even that, before that, leading up to last week, there was a walkathon that was organized by Transparency International. And it was just a walkathon to look at the issues of corruption and what is Kenya doing, in terms of creating synergies or systems that are adequately going to stand in the way that are adequately going to be the ways through which we fight against corruption. And so I'm just going to read some of the things that so in Kenya, the one thing that you should know is that we have various bodies that fight against corruption, and this include the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, that's the EACC. We also have the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, National Cohesion and Integration Commission, the Commission on Administrative Justice, the CAJ, or that one also doubles up as the Ombudsman. We also have the Transparency International Kenya, and some of the organizations also include the Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission, as well as the Amnesty International. And in the fight against corruption, I think it's important to know that there are various ways in which we can start the fight of corruption. So one of the ways is to report corruption, and that can go from literally getting up and going to maybe your nearest police station. We also had those bodies that I've just listed. And if you see any factors that, or if you see any cases that might need to be reported, then you take up your chance, because it is by law you are allowed. By Kenyan constitution, you are allowed to actually go and report any corruption cases as well. And then, of course, there are litigations, or rather legal measures within which you are supposed to approach these bodies, these governing bodies. And then from there, you are able to go and and report these corruption cases, but they have to be also founded. You're not just going there without evidence. It has to be evidence-based reporting, so that you can also not end up just giving hearsays or falsehoods. Yet it's some of these topics, or not topics, rather some of these cases that are reported are very sensitive, and so every citizen also has an obligation to report corruption, and communities, workplaces, we also have maybe schools, any member of society. You are allowed to go and report. The public sector also is responsible for preventing corruption, and in the fight against corruption, we also have the CSO space, that's the civil society. Mandatory notifications of corruption and police misconduct, that should happen. And I just want to echo, like, now the way we have this issue of the 337 million Kenya shillings. I know that the members of parliament have tabled that issue and they are going to follow it up. But you see, I remember during the protest, the Gen Z-led protest, Miss Hanifa, she did such an amazing job of going on her platforms and engaging her area MCA and following up on all the ways that the monies were being used in her local area, in the local area that she comes from. And so in that regard, she was able to show us that it is actually possible that when members of the public take up the baton of ensuring that they keep the other members of the public in the know of what is happening, tracking expenditure, because one of the ways that corruption is, in one of the most prevalent categories of corruption is the embezzling of public finances, public funds, specifically. And so with Miss Hanifa being able to go and track down how maybe projects were being done in her home area, in her home county, how much money was allocated to do what as well, and just following the up to the latter, following the provisions that have been given within the law. I think it creates a more synergetic way that ensures that now your leaders, the people that have been put in power to ensure that the distribution of these resources, and they are responsible to man these resources, have zero to very minimalistic chances of embezzling funds, right? But you see where we started from. We said that it has to be the locals or the citizens themselves. They have to take it up upon themselves to be in the know of what is happening locally on that front as well. And then some of the ways that I remember, I know for sure that have been effective in the fight against corruption. When I was growing up, I grew up Catholic, and we had I would say we had it was called the Haki na Amani, I think, Peace and Justice. We had the Peace and Justice, what is it called? A committee that is found within the Catholic Church. And one of the ways that they were very effective is that they were involved in anti-corruption campaigns. So you would find that after Mass every Sunday, it's during maybe a specific campaign, maybe they were campaigning against corruption in public education. After every Mass, they would gather up the believers and they take them through steps of reporting these corruption issues. They also educated the public on how to understand your finance budgeting process. So those are some of the ways that in which we can start looking at. I mean, if you want to get anything done in this country, definitely involve the church. Why do I say this? Because a majority of Kenyans are found in church. We talk about 80% of Kenya being Christians. And so all these Christians, if they are gathered in a place, and it's quite unfortunate that whenever we have gatherings of people, or rather believers or members of congregations in churches, and we tend to have political rallies in those churches, it is quite saddening to know that we don't necessarily give audience to real issues that matter. And we were able to see the beginning stages of that in the Gen Z-led protest, where at least young people would go up to the pulpit instead of the politicians, who are able to go up there and overtake the conversation, overtake the Sunday service. This time around, we saw that the Gen Z protesters were going to take that mic, to take that platform and use it to explain why they need to be on the streets, why they are taking up the baton, why they want to be responsible for what happens in their country, and what hopefully the future of Kenya would look like. So you understand. So so I was saying, I was on the point of whatever you need to happen in Kenya. If you can pass it via the church, then I think you can achieve a lot of things that you want to achieve. And of course, not to lock out our Muslim brothers, and also the Hindus as well, and other religions that are practiced in Kenya. Wherever there is a gathering of people, then it's up to us to ensure that we look at all the possible opportunities for us, and how do we then ensure that we create synergies and systems to ensure that corruption is dealt with, even from a religious point of view. And then, of course, there are things that you need to be aware of in creating the awareness against corruption. Again, the human rights have to be upheld. Yes, you might be dealing with somebody who is problematic, but you do not undignify them because they just happen to be on the other side of the law. So how do we ensure that we are also dealing in a dignified way? Yes, this corruption. Then how do we litigate them? We do have a justice system. We have courts, and I was looking at the statistics. That the EACC, some of the work that the EACC have been able to do, and I should let you know that the EACC, which is the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, that is headquartered at Integrity Center, has been in establishment since 2003. So that is a whopping 21 years later. And 21 years later, this is according to their website statistics, 31.176 billion assets recovered. That's what they've been able to do. They've led 457 convictions and 135.9 billion laws averted. And these are just some of the little things that the EACC has been able to do. When you go into their website, there are some reports and publications as to they will find the National Anti-Corruption Survey that was done. We also have their the self-declaration form, approval for operating bank, and we also have the declarations for it goes on to explain some of the declarations and the provisions within the law. We do have an anti-corruption act that is also found in that website. So if you want to find out more information about how to go about reporting cases of corruption, go on to the eacc.go.ke to find out more. So we've looked at some of the ways in which we can fight against corruption, and we are at raising awareness by creating anti-corruption anti-corruption campaigns. We've also seen that the role of the church and the role of religious institutions is very important. I would also say that the civil society, that's the CSO space, is very important in the not only in the awareness but also in the fight against corruption. For a long time the CSO space has been very sort of, I would say, they have appeared as if they are neutral in national matters, but you see when we have fruits of it showing, like for example in the Gen Z led protest that we just saw, the concluded protest, a lot of the work was being alluded to the civic education that the CSO space has been able to champion for a long time, and so it was a good gesture or a sign that we should be investing more in educating the public about these things, because if they do not get educated, I do not know how will they know what, and we keep saying that an empowered citizenry is the one that is knowledgeable about the things that concern them. So when it comes specifically to corruption, I do know that Kenya, ranks very highly in terms of the country that is most corrupt. I think we come in after countries like Nigeria and Angola, if I'm not wrong, but I'll check those rankings as well. But so yeah, an empowered citizenry is the one that is knowledgeable about what is happening and currently. So it would be interesting to know what will happen with this now latest case of 337 million shillings that was poured into the promotion of Kenya and the marketing of Kenya in the Olympics and in the national dress, which it will never make sense. It will never make sense to me. Because again, we are the same country that loses 200 billion Kenya shillings a day to corruption, yet we have social institutions that are crumbling. Like, we should not be talking about schools that have not yet received books. I saw the other day Naisula Lesuda, she was complaining that schools in her counties do not have books. And we are talking about 200 billion shillings being lost to corruption and graft in this country. We just need to refocus our priorities, please. And we look at countries like Singapore. It just needed to take one very serious leader to ensure that that country works. And no wonder Singapore is doing whatever it's doing and how it's doing, even economically, and it's rising because they were able to just decide that no, we're not going to continue in these cycles, because we want better for our country, and we need to take all it takes in ensuring that we have the systems and in enhancing synergies for sure. I do know that multi-agency committees also are a big way of curbing corruption, so that where we find that we have a lot of collaboration from agencies to non-governmental institutions. We also have governmental institutions, but there's also an issue of governmental institutions being part of the problem, yet part of the solution. Sometimes it also feels as if it's not right to have the governmental institutions, because most of these corruption cases happen within governmental institutions, So we just have to start a conversation. We've not yet started a conversation about how do we invest in the fight against corruption. And I think in Kenya also, this is a moral issue for sure. I think, yes, corruption is a moral issue, because I don't know about you, but when we were growing up, I would remember just being bribed by my mom. Sorry, mom. To do house chores. And it's not just a thing that I'm the only one who was able to do that. I remember being told that when I wash the dishes, I'll get biscuits, or when I do the dishes, I'll get a sweet, and so that's kind of being brought up and raised up to know that in exchange of something you must get an exchange of the other. So in Kenya, I would term corruption as a moral issue. And so how then do we start having conversations about how the moral fabric of this country is raised. And I could speak about many ways, but one thing for sure is school and even the family setup. Like, I remember reading something about the former president of Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara, during his reign, he was able to turn around the moral fabric of that country within no time. Why? So one of the ways that he's remembered in Africa and even in among his governance spaces and leadership spaces is he was not very impressed by the colonialists or the colonizers, and so I remember just watching some of his speeches. He was giving speeches to his people and even his soldiers, and he was telling them and admonishing them that you people, for you to build Burkina Faso, it has to come from each and every one of you. And he was, and further on that speech, he was saying that he's on a mission to turn every Burkina Faso a citizen or member of the society or member of the country of Burkina Faso to first believe that Burkina Faso is the best country. Then after that, he was also going to invest in ensuring that people culturally relate to Burkina Faso as their only country, and that they should lay down their lives even culturally, not only just politically or socially, culturally. So he started framing narratives and mindsets in the mind from a very early stage. And I also saw another speech where he was talking to parents and telling them that, you see, like now they were creating a national culture, and you could see it in schools. They had started going even into families and just telling them that Burkina Faso cannot stand unless we are going to stand up for what we believe in and the people that we are, who we are, from a personal point of view, from a mindset of I am a they are called Burkinabes. Yes, I am a Burkinabe, and it will show in how I think, it will show in how I talk, it will show in how I act, it will show in how I dress. I don't know whether they were the first country during the colonial period or the just concluded post-colonial period to have a national dress. But I use this example of Thomas Sankara to talk about Kenya and what we could be, so that it's not just the CSO space that is doing the work of, creating a moral compass of, anti-corruption moral compass. We also have it going on in schools. We also have it going on in universities on a family basic level as well. The church is also involved in this. So it's going to be a wholesome experience. It has to be a wholesome, sort of operation, if at all we are going to see this country going where we need to see it going. All right, let me take a quick break. We come back and we conclude with our conversation about how do we fight against corruption in Kenya. This is Pawa Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Pawa Radio.
Ukipata nafasi upotezi wakati. You're saying that you won't fall back, no way. All you need to show me is just one day. Ukipata nafasi hivyo ushakuwa chali. Just as zingine tuna vibe, you know that's alright. I know you know we made it through so many nights. Now hiyo time inapofika, you know you're the one. Mimi nitaitika nikufikie, bado unirudie. Mapenzi ni ya bure, utaachwa usisinzie. Take it nice and slow, don't get lost, oh no. kinachonichanganya ni nini yeye hufanyanga na mi bado hung'ang'ana, tusiko ready kusema kwa heri. Oh, 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 mwendo wa kasi, nipe nafasi nikuoneshe mapenzi wa kasi, niko na penzi wa kasi. Mwendo wa kasi, nipe nafasi nikuoneshe mapenzi wa kasi, niko na penzi wa kasi.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, that is Njerai, and she's playing right here on Power Radio. Let's get into, let's continue with our conversation on corruption this morning. And we, I'm just, I'm quite taken aback by the many regimes that we have observed in this country. As it feels as if we have corruption is the order of the day in Kenya, and I don't know what it will take for us to completely shatter others call it the demon of corruptions. Others say that it's shackles of corruption. Others says it's a chains of bondage of corruption. Whatever story that you want to talk about corruption, whatever way you want to talk about corruption, it's according to you. But let me read something here that in the Transparency International 2023 Corruption Perceptions Index, Kenya scored 31 on a scale from 0, highly corrupt, to 100, which is very clean. When ranked by score, Kenya ranked 126th among the 180 countries in the index, where the country ranked first is perceived to have the most honest public sector. For comparison, the worldwide scores, the best score was 90 and the worst score was 11. For comparison with regional scores, the average score among African countries was 33. And in Kenya, we have things like, bribes. When we were growing up, Eric Wainaina with his song Inchi ya Kitu Kidogo. You remember that song? There was also the song for Bongo Venas, and maybe I can ask my producer to play us one of those songs. Either, Bongo Venas or Inchi ya Kitu Kidogo. To just kind of take the point home. We have been at it. You remember in the songs, Eric Wainaina was saying that there was nothing that you could do in this country unless you paid an extra bribe or an extra, we call it tea, chai, here in Kenya for our global audiences. And it's just sad to know that you cannot get something done for you unless you are willing to pay the extra mile. And most than not, these things are usually, they are enshrined within law. It's not something that you are supposed to be doing. And it's so much so problematic that the people themselves have they are the ones who even take up themselves. It's like every day, it really bothers me that we have to keep being stopped at by the traffic police, and they always get their money. I don't know. It's just it's sad. They stop matatus on the road to get their share, which you see it's even expensive at the end of the day, because I'm thinking if you're a matatu owner and you have to bribe the police people 100 bob per how many days, or I don't know how many times they give them that kind of money. Yet, like, for me, I'm looking at it holistically that it's better to have your car, serviced. If it's the license, just have the license in place. If it is, the speed governor, do we even still have speed governors in this country, or they just went with the Mishuki rules? I don't know. Yeah, but it feels as if we waste a lot of money covering up of the wrongs that we should be dealing with, just by doing the right thing. So corruption in a sense is very expensive. We end up to find things that are not moving because we have decided that we are going to be extravagant. I feel like in this country we do things more from a curative point of view and not from a preventative point of view. Yes, yet they say that prevention is better than cure. So then, and even when it comes to the leadership of this country, because of course, for any sort of culture or any challenge, and corruption being a culture that has gone on for a very long time in this country, I think that we should start even thinking about it from the people that we elect. If you've ever been in any corruption related case, that should give us a warning that you will probably continue with the same sort of shady business. It should show us that we cannot just necessarily trust anyone, right? That the first touch point of us dealing with national corruption issues is how do we elect the leaders that we elect in. And I know that we can demand that for them they should not have had any corruption allegations, but you can get somebody who had a clean slate, but as soon as they get into power, then they start behaving shadily. So how do we ensure that we create a culture where the sanctity of national and public office is upheld? If Singapore has been able to do it, I don't think that we are very special. I know Botswana is also a country that is very serious when it comes to mitigating corruption in their countries. Rwanda for sure, for example. So all these countries, if they have decided for them, they want that a few people will not stand in the way of the progress and the development of the whole country, then they are willing to do whatever it takes to fight against corruption. But this is not a conversation to just have one day. I do know that we can have it more and more and more. So do keep it right here on Power Radio because my time is actually done. Thank you so much to everybody who was able to tune into the Power Morning Drive Show. Let's do this again on Wednesday on our Retire Show. But coming up next, we have Caroline Murote. She's coming up with the Shiva Sessions show. So you do want to stick around for that. And we'll see you when we see you. Have a nice rest of the day.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Wanipigia sishiki, wanitumia ujumbe sijibu. Sijui ni kwa nini, I wish ningekuwa na majibu. I don't want to disappoint you, so I would rather avoid you. But believe me, I feel you, na ni kweli ninajaribu. Lakini moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, then later I am going to lose you. Moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, but I'm gonna try cool way, yeah, and give a chance cool way. Utando lwa miluka we kuwe, yeah. Kifuna ukupumelela kuwe, yeah. brain goes 100 miles an hour. I think of everything that could go sour. My heart really, really wants this to work out. And I'm terrified of getting a blackout. Lord, forgive me, I have been running away from my true feelings. And it's time to stop being afraid and face my true self. Lakini moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, then later I am going to lose you. Moyo wangu huenda du. Every time I think of me and you, I'm afraid that I am going to love you, but I'm gonna try go away, yeah, and give a chance, go away, yeah. Utando lwa mi luka away, go away, yeah. Kifuna ukuphumelela kuwe. I'm gonna try for you. 'Cause I'm gonna try for you. I'm gonna give my love to you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.